A prayer today. Our Father, sometimes the cares of the day seem to multiply while the blessings fade so quickly. Our bodies grow tired and our minds even more tired. Jesus, help us. Give us strength you promised in your word. Give us the power to take the next step. Give us your grace, for we know that we have our weaknesses. Your strength is revealed. May we receive it today. Amen.
Amen.
On June 29th, approved the supplemental appropriation for transfer from transit to cover a shortage in the hospitalization account of 30 cents.
How much was that total?
So it was 30 cents.
Just 30 cents. 30
30
cents times something.
Supplemental was 30 cents. On July 5th, for Job and Family Services, I acknowledge the following new hire appointments as the Executive Director of Job and Family Services complied with the Board of Commissioners recruitment and hiring procedures for Logan Orlowski, Social Service Worker 1, which was a replacement, effective May 15th, 2023. Susan Legg, Clerical Specialist 3, which was a replacement position, effective May 15th, 2023. And Karen Radcliffe, Social Worker 2, replacement, effective June 26th, 2023. And for maintenance, I approved an executed service contract agreement with Gardner Service Company, DBA Continental Fire and Security, to provide inspections and maintenance on the Novak 1230 fire suppression system for a 3-year period effective July 5th, 2023, in an amount not to exceed $15,000.
So we need a motion to approve minutes for May 9th and May 16th.
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Warren?
Yes.
Commissioner Boyd?
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier?
Morning, Debbie.
I have a supplemental appropriation from the Board of DD for contract services for maintenance projects. Appropriation transfer from the engineer's office for purchase of highway equipment. Cash transfer from Metzenbaum General Fund to the Residential Services Fund for the Medicaid waiver match obligation. An encumbrance, let's see, travel request from the Recorder's Office to attend the 2023 Ohio Recorder's Association Fall Conference. Appeal from the Commissioner's Office to Lake Geauga Recovery Centers for the jail treatment program support. A contract PO from Emergency Services to Expert IT for 365 software. Vouchers, $30,251 from the Board of DD to Micro Advantage Incorporated for a camera system upgrade. $59,612.23 from the Commissioner's Office to Teague and Columbo for legal fees regarding the Board of Election settlement. $106,575 in the Commissioner's Office to Then Design Architecture for Phase 2, Basic Services and Design.
Make a motion to approve financials.
Second.
Commissioner Warren?
Yes.
Commissioner Boyd?
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier?
Good morning, Chuck. How are you?
So I understand there's some questions on the contract for Spectrum. So about 5 or 6 months ago, 3 departments approached ADP complaining of some latency issues when getting on New World. Those departments were the Commissioner's Office, Adrian, the Building Department, and then JFS. And what we did some research and we determined that New World is not technically on the internet, it's on our intranet. So when you transfer from Windstream, which is the provider for this building, to Spectrum, which is the provider where the servers are downtown, you build a latency into the call, and that results in slow response. So there's a couple solutions. the obvious solution that's coming in the future is we're gonna push everything to the cloud, and we won't have this issue. But that's 18 months away. So in the interim, what we elected to do is go to Spectrum and try to use the DAS contract for government purchase and just convert our internet here to Spectrum, and then we will repurpose the Windstream to the Sheriff's Department, whose contract is expiring. So it'll be kind of a shuffle for a little while, but that'll put this office on the same backbone of internet as downtown, which will reduce that latency. Your users are, I guess, more demanding of the system, so we have to cut those latencies out.
So in time, the sheriff's department will be on the same,
They're going to be on, they're on Windstream. They have a variety of different internet drops because of 911 and all this. So we can repurpose a different provider in their facility much easier than here. We generally have one trunk coming in and out, although we have redundancies. We will either use it as a redundant circuit in the sheriff's department or for their 911 system. That's the plan.
So pretty much, we're not gonna see any major differences or any increases or anything like that. It'll just be basically just taking on that service that we're gonna go to anyways.
Yeah, I'm airing it in the ADP budget as a normal internet. I mean, I'm eating probably a year that I wouldn't have normally had to have eaten
Yeah.
because of the conversion. But I think in an effort to get people more efficient, rather than the reports that are being run in JFS taking hours, they can reduce it to minutes. So it'll increase the performance of the system.
Okay. And when do you think that that'll start?
Well, we're just waiting to have the contract signed, and then we will order it. I mean, internet providers are not the fastest fuel on earth. I'm gonna guess in the next couple of months, we'll light it, and once we light it, we'll convert over. So it probably won't make it for this budget season, but it will thereafter.
Okay.
That's what Adrian's complaint was during budget time. His submissions into New World were just driving him nuts. They were taking forever, so.
Okay. Any other questions, or everybody good?
thanks for the solution.
Sure.
Make a motion to approve?
Second?
Commissioner Lennon?
Yes.
Commissioner DeBoer?
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Morning, Shane.
Got a few items on the agenda today. Item number 7 is the county engineer's office requesting the board approve and execute change order number 1, which is the final change order increasing the contract with Woodford Excavating for the replacement of the Washington Street Bridge, structure 606F 0.05.31 in Auburn Township in the amount of $13,110.95.
So moved.
Second?
Commissioner Lennon?
Aye.
Commissioner DeBoer?
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier?
Aye.
Thank you. Just a side note, that project went really well. The contractor performed very efficiently. We had the road shut down for, I think it was about 7 or 8 days. But they got the old structure tore out and new one in, and service restored out quickly. That being a very busy corridor and intersection, I think just about the time people were getting really frustrated, we had the road back open, so went very well. Item number 8 and 9 are kind of the same. They're two OPWC projects. Item number 8, the county engineer's office is requesting the board approve and authorize James W. Dvorak, board member at the Geauga County Board of Commissioners and Chief Executive Officer to execute the Ohio Public Works Commission Project DGAA 1-2 grant agreement, local transportation improvement program for the asphalt resurfacing of Brakeman Road, County Highway 22, Section A. That project is in Hampton Township.
So moved.
Second?
Commissioner Lennon?
Aye.
Commissioner DeBoer?
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier?
Thank you. Item 9, similarly, we are asking the board to authorize Mr. Dvorak to enter the project agreement for DGAA 20, which is a grant agreement for local transportation improvement programs for the asphalt resurfacing of Mumford Road, County Highway 24, sections A through D in Troy Township.
So moved.
Second?
Commissioner Lennon?
Yes.
Commissioner DeWark?
Yes.
Commissioner
Aye.
Spillier?
Thank you. And now that we've cleared that formality of executing that agreement with Public Works, I'd like to ask the Commissioners, County Engineer's Office requesting the board award the bid to Roniak Paving Incorporated for the asphalt resurfacing of Brakeman Road, County Highway 22, Section A, in Hamden Township, in the amount of $578,165, as they represented the lowest and best bid. And the bid bond submitted shall serve as a performance bond for this project.
But how many miles of road is that?
It's about I think it's like 2.5 or 2.7 miles.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they're doing the whole thing then?
Yeah, from end to end.
So it's around 200,000 per mile.
Yeah.
Roughly speaking, every
Yeah.
job is different.
Yeah, and I may be off. Normally I keep that stuff kind of in my head, but it's more than 2 miles, somewhere between 2.2 and 2.5, something like that. I think so. Yeah, we've been seeing somewhere in about $250,000 to $300,000 per mile for our contract costs.
Now, with the OPWC, what percentage are they helping out with this?
That one is, shoot, that one is, I think that one's a $200,000 grant.
So it's, now they're making it less than 50%.
Well, we do that on purpose so that, we asked for more money and this came in a good bit under our project estimate. We would then be giving back part of the grant money. So this is an effort to ensure that all of the grant money that we apply for comes in.
Got it. Thanks.
Motion?
Second?
Commissioner Lennon?
Yes.
Commissioner DeWark?
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier?
Aye.
Similarly, item number 11, the county engineer's office is requesting the board award the bid to Roniak Paving Incorporated for the asphalt resurfacing of Mumford Road, County Highway 24, sections A through D in Troy Township, in the amount of $467,785, as they represented the lowest and best bid, and the bid bond submitted shall be held to serve as a performance bond for this project.
Move.
Second?
Commissioner Lennon?
Yes.
Commissioner DeWark?
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier?
Aye.
Gentlemen?
Thank you.
Ma'am?
Thank you.
Good morning.
Items number 12 and 13, community and economic development. We're doing a first and second amendment addendum to our contracts. We're reappropriating the funds that came from the two under budget to the ones that were a little bit over budget. We're just making sure we use all of our CDBG grant funds. The first one for number 12 is for Geauga Highway and Women's Safe. And we're just increasing the amount of CDBG funds from $35,100 to $41,200. And then that'll decrease what Women's Safe has to pay from $11,190 to $5,090. And then the second one is between DDC and AJ Boulder for a generator. We are increasing the CDBG funds from $55,100 to $61,200. And we are reducing the amount that DDC Clinic has to pay from $10,065 to $3,965.
So just real quick, how
Yeah.
did that come about?
Two of our projects came in under budget. We had $12,200 left over, so we split it in half.
Good,
Each
okay.
project got $6,100.
Perfect.
Nice.
So it took $6,000 off of what they have to pay.
Good to hear. Okay. I'll make a motion on 12 and 13.
Second?
Commissioner Lennon?
Yes.
Aye.
Great, thank you so much.
Thank you.
That goes back to the discussion that was had in the public hearing.
Right.
It's 2 years ahead of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
The numbers fluctuate.
It came in later on too, 12 months.
You requested to move those funds to the state and then they approved it, you signed the grant. And this is just a reconfirm.
Finish it up.
Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello.
Let's see, we have 3 items here. The first one is related to the Berkshire Heights Sewer project. We are asking the board to approve and execute resolution number 23-118, approving American Rescue Plan Act of 2021, funds for the Berkshire Heights sewer connection. We want to increase that for, there's 3 parcels that ended up being over the allocated 8,000. The increase ranges from 6,000 to 6,500. So we're asking for a total increase of $18,750 for those 3 parcels.
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Lennon?
Yes.
Commissioner DeBoer?
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier?
Okay, and the
Is
other
there,
two.
is there more parcels in this situation that's coming?
It's a great question. The engineering part is not my wheelhouse, but Nick Gorse would be happy to answer that question for you. I can let him update you.
Okay,
Yeah.
have them text me.
Yeah, I will, okay. The next two are related. So we are having trouble finding qualified applicants for the assistant water supervisor position. So we are revising the job description to still require the type of licensure, but we are opening it up to people that maybe don't have it but can acquire it. They'll have to acquire it within 12 months of hire. So the first one is asking the board to approve the revised job description to be effective July 6th. And then number 16 is asking for permission to re-advertise that newly revised job description.
So have you had some people that would have been decent to be able to train up?
So we have had applicants. From what I've heard, they're not qualified based on not having that licensure. So we're hoping that maybe some of those people will apply again, and so that they can be looked at a little more thoroughly.
Okay.
And there may be some internal people that would be interested that don't currently have the licensure. So
I see.
yeah, just trying to open up, get some more
Yeah.
applicants.
Motion on 15, 16?
Second.
Commissioner Lennon?
Yes.
Commissioner DeBoer?
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier?
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hello.
Good morning. I know you've missed me.
Thank you for the map.
Oh, you're welcome.
I know you've been busy.
Yes, we have been very busy. First of all, I will do the Fair Booth Destination Juggerbo. So I know y'all have been worried about that, who's gonna take it, so I'm here for you.
Right, okay.
I'm not here for money, unless you happen to have some that you don't know what to do with. And I know that if you did that, and you had some, Destination Jog would be the first thing that would pop in your brains, right?
Exactly.
Exactly, yes, exactly. The Spring Drive It Yourself tour that we did in May was a huge success. We had 26 people involved, 26 members involved in it. And we held the finale at Century Village. And we had a lot of people come, and it was really a nice event. A couple of hiccups with a member or two, but nothing that I couldn't fix it.
That's
so.
par for the course. right?
Exactly,
And that was
exactly.
that was the passport program?
We're gonna do that in the fall.
Oh, okay.
Yep, in the fall, we're planning on doing that again. Your computer system here doesn't like our email. So none of you have been getting, anybody in the county building is not getting my weekly newsletter, and I'm sure you've missed it. Jim, you get it, because I think it goes to your house.
Yeah, it's open my personal.
But,
I haven't seen it.
yeah, it's, and I found that out.
You're not the only one that's told me that. I mean, I hear that on a routine basis, that we're not getting emails sent to us. I don't know where they go. I don't know if they're going into our spam or junk or.
From what your computer people told me, the system that I went with, we used MailChimp, and it got just to be ridiculously expensive. And when somebody had advised me to go with Campaign Monitor, well, little did I know they're in Australia.
Oh,
So that's the problem.
Okay.
It's not recognizing.
yeah, they're trying to filter out all the unwanted,
Right,
and I think it's a balancing act, they're
Right.
trying
right.
to stop that, but.
Yep. So, we're up to 242 members. 197 was the highest that that we ever had, and that was years ago. People are starting to hear about Destination Jaga and the good things that we're doing. And they're starting to come to me where I don't have to go knock on doors. So, then I'm doing the Maple Plat Splash on Saturday. And, we're still looking for a new home. Mayor Garlich from Middlefield is working on something. I don't, we'll have to see where that goes, but life has been good. I've been crazy busy, which keeps me off the streets.
What's in the old office space in Middlefield?
That we had.
Yeah.
It's a business something that's part of,
It's
the
part of
good
that
news.
accounting building.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
'Cause that was a pretty good spot, I
Yeah,
thought.
that's right in the middle.
It was. But hindsight's 20/20.
Yeah.
I'm still communicating on and off with Century Village, and they have a couple of new board members, and
Okay,
see if we can get that front house for you,
Okay.
and then
okay.
get you some storage someplace else in the county.
Any questions from you?
I think we're good.
Okay.
We're good.
Thank
Thanks for
you.
everything you do. Yeah.
Thank you. I'm working hard.
I know you are.
I'm working really hard. Oh, and one more last thing, we lost our social media girl. So I'm gonna be handling that for a while until we figure out what the board's gonna do with hiring someone else or hiring me somebody to help in the office so that I can get out and do it. Because that's the fun part. I like to do that, but anyhow.
I'm just trying to think, like, how do you get, I get that email all the time from you on my personal email. How do you get that out? 'Cause that's kind of a neat thing, for like things to do in Geauga. If you're looking for something to do, it's always real informative and it's pretty thorough. Just
I try to keep it very thorough,
Yeah.
but sometimes it's really long. It goes out to over 1,600 people, both
Yeah.
members and non-members. And I call them the information seekers, but,
Yeah.
and weekly I get more people that want involved in it, and so I add them on there.
Yeah, it's a good thing. It's actually pretty interesting to read because you don't really realize how much different stuff is going on.
There's a lot going on in
Yeah.
Jaga County. When people tell me there's nothing to do in Jaga County, I'm like, what? There's a gazillion things to do in Jaga County. So, but, yeah, things are good.
Okay,
So,
Kathy,
thank you.
good seeing you.
Thank you.
I'll see you on Saturday.
Yes, I'm gonna need help putting my tent up.
Okay.
Just saying.
It's just a 10 by 10, right?
Yep.
Okay, no problem.
All right, so we've got Commissioner's Office is requesting the board appoint Nick Morris, sanitary engineer, as an alternate for Commissioner James DeWark on the Nowaka Water Quality Management Subcommittee.
So moved.
Second?
Yes.
Yes.
Right? And we would like to enter into executive session for the purpose of discussing the employment and compensation of a public employee in the commissioners, for the commissioner's office. And present with this would be Tim, Jim, myself, Jerry, and just the four of us. Linda?
Yeah, Linda too.
Okay, Linda. Sounds good.
So moved.
Second?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Here's something in the basket.
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you.
Yeah, I saw it.
Right ahead.
So it's not
The trap.
So we are back from executive session at 10:56 with some action. And
Okay.
so this is
That
a
was the-
long-awaited process that we've been kind of trying to do some future planning here and just basically getting some of our office, something that we've wanted to do actually for quite a number of years. As far as just with the amount of, different tasks that are at hand and just to be able to stay on point with some things, we are going to move forward to bring in Linda Bruhenny, who has an incredible amount of experience. I've come in here 12 years ago, and Linda pretty much took me under her wing to teach me a lot of the things that allowed me to make good decisions through the years too. And I'm happy to have you on board. And we're going to be bringing her in as the administrative assistant administrative county administrator. So we're really happy with this opportunity, and I'm just super excited for the direction that I think it'll put us in with our county and with all the different directors. You did an amazing job at archives and turned that around in about less than 5 months. And I think that this is exciting to have another have you back, obviously, and then having another great candidate here to be able to help us to do this. So I'll let Christie read this so that it's official.
Do you want me to do all of them, or do you want to do them individually?
If you want to go ahead and just do it all, that's fine.
The Commissioner's Office is requesting the Board approve the revised job description for the position of full-time Assistant County Administrator number 1324, unclassified, to be effective July 6, 2023. The Commissioner's Office is requesting the Board approve the unappointment of Linda Bruhenny as temporary Director of the Archives and Records Center to be effective July 8, 2023. The Commissioner's Office is requesting the Board approve the revised organizational chart to include the position of Assistant County Administrator 1324 to be effective July 6, 2023. And further remove the temporary Director, Archives and Records Center position to be effective July 9th, 2023. The Commissioner's Office is requesting the Board approve the appointment of Linda Bruhenny to the position of full-time Assistant County Administrator number 1324, unclassified, to be effective July 9th, 2023, at the rate of $46.20 per hour, grade E17, step 7, with up to 5 days unpaid personal leave through payroll 26.
And I will make that motion.
Second.
Commissioner Lennon?
Aye.
Commissioner Boyer?
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier?
Yes, congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's an honor, and I can't wait to get started. And thank you, Jerry, for all the help so far, and I hope I can be a good help to you.
We'll work well together.
I do too.
Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thanks a lot.
Yep, thank you.
Keep up the good work.
Okay. Now we have to get back.
Thank you.
Okay, so we have another executive session. All right, so we're going to be doing another executive session, and this one is going to be discussing employment, appointment, and compensation of a public employee in the Department of Water Resources. And should be back here hopefully soon.
Okay. On the motion?
Second?
Commissioner Lennon?
Yes.
Commissioner Boyer?
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier? Okay.
And who's all,
Did you want Nick,
just be myself.
You want Linda again, or no?
did you want Nick present? Because he's available.
Oh, okay.
He's, yeah.
Oh,
He wasn't invited, but he's
Oh,
available. Nick?
If you want.
yeah, probably.
Okay, I'll go get him.
Yeah. Don't you think? Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
He was the one that ran into problems with the 40 minutes.
What is it that Linda Bruhenny taught Spinelli in his 12 years? He's giving her credit for it? How to organize or something?
Something, I don't know.
Yeah. God. I'm thinking, jeez.
How you been, Kathleen? Good?
Okay.
Anything fun for this summer?
Enjoying my kid-free time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Are they,
Yeah, right now
are
they're in
they camper?
Delaware. Their dad lives in Delaware now.
Delaware County or Delaware State?
Delaware, just state of Delaware.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a big difference.
California, then it was in Virginia, then I was in Delaware.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, they spend a chunk of their summer at home.
Is he in the military?
Nope.
Oh.
Yeah.
I got a friend of mine from age 1 through like 19.
What time is
Every
it?
year, they were in a different state.
11,
Because of the military? Yeah.
jeez, 11:40.
For 19 years.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Sounds like an adaptable person. Sounds like someone who knows how to adapt.
Yeah,
You
oh
know?
yeah, yeah. Very resourceful. So we're back from the executive session, and we have action, 11:39. So with this executive session, we like to make a motion to appoint Nick Corus as the interim Director of Water Resources, as tomorrow is going to be Director Olinich's last day. And then what we would like to do is we'd like to move to post for the position for applications, and also allow for Nick also to be able to apply for it if that's something that he'd like to do. And then we'll see what kind of applicants we get to do a replacement of the director. And obviously, it was a long process the last time we tried to find qualified candidates for that position. And then if you want to read the step.
Yeah, let's read it down. So, Commissioner's Office is requesting the board grant permission to advertise for the Director of Water Resources. And the Commissioner's Office is requesting the board appoint Nick Corus as interim Director of Water Resources effective July 9th, 2023, with a $1 per hour stipend.
Okay, I'll make that motion.
Second.
Commissioner Lennon?
Yes.
Commissioner Boyle?
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier?
Aye.
Good.
So that brings us to the end of the meeting here. So we have Jogga Trumbull. Are you guys going to be able to attend that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, 2 o'clock.
Yep, and Jim, you're,
We're in Warren.
right?
Yep.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Any questions?
Public comment?
I just wanted to ask, was that a $1 an hour stipend for Nick Corus?
Yes.
And it still is below what the director actually makes, so.
Right.
It's a hybrid between.
But other than that, we've got solid waste this afternoon, and then on the 11th Planning Commission, and we'll see you guys again on the 11th at 9:30 a.m. So with that, motion to adjourn.
Second.